Home on the weekend, summertime. Told me that you picked me up and you're right. Heard you're at a party on the east side. Wish that I could say it was the first time.
Babe, but don't do it. You're just trying to keep me muted, baby. I'm done being honest with you. Got me looking stupid and I'm tired of going through it, baby. I'm done being honest with you.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Gotlegs.
Gotta make me lie to you. If you're gonna keep a lie, what I tell the truth. Why you gotta make me lie to you? Why you gotta make me
It's my turn to be reckless. It's my turn to ignore all your texting. It's my turn to have sex with your friends.
It's been a while since the last video, and that's a recurring theme when I start these videos off. I think I just have to acknowledge that I won't be making videos every week. Since it's been a while since the last video, there's a lot of things that happened. So let's start by talking a bit about all the new gear that I've acquired. But first, just let me get into some different clothing. Back in the living room, had a shower, everything is good. Just had a quick and easy ride this morning. About an hour's worth, just spinning the legs. For the last around 14 days, I've had some illness to deal with, just a regular cold, which I guess a lot of people have been going through for the past month or so. At least I've talked with a lot of people that have been hit by some sort of flu, illness, cold, whatever it is. So mine lasted for about 14 days. The beginning part wasn't that bad, but then it really hit me and I was out for basically all last week. But I'm back now. I was out riding this morning and it was great. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was some of the gear that I've acquired for the past 4 months or so. There's some new cycling kit which will pop up somewhere around here. I got some new kit from Chase Cycling, which I'm just head over heels with. I think they make some of the best kit out there. The quality is really good and the design is amazing, to say the least. If you really like bold cycling kit, they're probably some of the best out there right now. And this was a new kit. It was all pink and it looks really stunning. I can't really wait to have my cycling tan all in, because I think that it will look really amazing with brownish legs. Also, this past Christmas, I got some jerseys from Rocacorba, which are also pretty nice. So there's some updates on the kit front as well. In keeping up with the kit, I bought some new sunglasses as well. I actually bought 2 pairs. So these are one pair. They are from a company called D.Franklin. You can probably find them all over social media. Make some really nice shades. These are, they kind of change with the light. So these are like purple, bluish, depending on the light that hits them. And these are green, purple, I guess. So very nice shades. They're not that expensive. They often have an offer where you can get 2 for 1. And I think these are about like 55 euros or something like that. They're not Oakley's. They're not any like name brand, but I really like these, and I think they look very cool. And for the money, you can't really beat that. You can go out and buy a pair of Oakley shades for something like 150, 200 euros, or you can buy these for 50 or 55. So very good value. Yeah. So the big upgrade I bought recently was this little device. It's called a Graspor, and it measures the oxygen within the muscles. So if you're up to date with training methodology and all that, there's been a lot of talk about zone 2. And also the fact that you can't really use your FTP to find your zones anymore. You can use your FTP to find out the threshold, of course, but defining zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 from your FTP might not be the best thing. So this is basically along the lines, when I started riding my bike, everyone had to have like a heart rate monitor, because that was the only way you can monitor your intensity when you were out riding. Then you had the power meters that became readily available for the general public, with Power to Max, the Garmin pedals, the Quark power meters. So you didn't have to spend like an SRM power meter to be able to have those readings. You can actually get something that was within budget of what you could spend, basically. So this is like the latest installment of that. So heart rate wasn't too good. It's actually had like a comeback for the past year or so, because a lot more people have looked into how your heart rate is actually telling you how the body feels, which was one of the problem areas compared to if you were feeling fresh when you were out riding, your heart rate would be higher. But if you were a bit fatigued, it would be lower, and then you really had to struggle to reach the intensities. And then when you paired it with the power meter, you can actually see that even though your heart rate was lower, you were actually able to put in the wattage that you need to do. So this is taking it a bit step further, because this measures the amount of oxygen within the muscles. So sometimes when you're out riding, your heart rate won't really work with you, and the power numbers are hard to reach, which can actually mean that you're actually training harder than you should at that given time, because you're stressing the body, and with stressing the body, you can actually easily get into overtraining. And the thing with stress is that stress is training, it's being stressed at work, it's picking up the kids, it's paying the bills, it's everything. The body really can't dissect where the stress is coming from. Everything is stress. So if you're really stressed at work, you're really stressed at home, and you're really stressing the body when out riding, you have a lot of stress. If you're not stressed at home, you're not stressed at your work, but you're only stressing through your training, you're pretty good. But sometimes you're just stressed from a lot of other factors than training. And so you can actually be out riding and not hitting the wattage zones that you should be hitting. So you're actually stressing the body even more. And with this thing, you will probably be able to see how the body actually reacts in more data ways than you can with your heart rate and your power output. Another thing with this is that it's actually pretty good at estimating your zone 2. So with this, you can actually take a test and you'll get all the zones laid out. And one of the most important factors is that you'll have a pretty good indicator of where your zone 2 is and where your threshold is. I'll dive a lot more into this. I'll actually see if I can make a video where I do a test and also get the results from Graspor. You basically take a ramp test, you can take it on Swift, you upload the data into their app, then you send it to them and you get the results back, also with some advice on how you should train depending on your zones and all that. This device is worn on your thigh and you wear it in one of these sleeves. So you put on this sleeve, and again, I'll show this in the video. You'll wear this sleeve, which is beneath your bib short, and then it basically reports the oxygen in the muscles when you're training. But more on that later. This is just, I can't really wait to get started with this. I've done a test before, but I was actually sick when I did it. So I'm hoping that the numbers that I did on that test, that I can improve that, because they weren't really that good. The downside to that Graspor was that my old Garmin 520 wasn't compatible with the Graspor, so I had to go out and get a new computer if I wanted to get live readings from the oxygen. So I went ahead and bought this. This is Garmin 803 or 830, I guess it's called. So basically a bigger, newer version of the 520. It doesn't have that many buttons. It has a touchscreen and a lot of features that I won't really be using, but it can do a lot more than I actually thought it could. So I now I have the ability to have those Strava segments and all other crazy stuff on this computer. It's really nice. I've actually gone to quite be fond of it. So that's it for me for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in once again. I will be back with a video hopefully soon where I will be testing the Graspor and of course my body, and I'll dive a bit more into detail with this thing. Yeah. Thanks for watching once again. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the other videos, and until next time, bye.